Hey guys, it's Gigi. Welcome back to my kitchen. Come on in, let's do a recipe together. My husband is outside doing some yard work today and doing some cutting the grass, putting down some pine straw, and I know it's hot. I fixed him a big old ice water to keep out there to stay hydrated, but when he comes in, I want to have him a cool dessert ready. So I am going to make a no-bake cheesecake topped with cherries, okay? So what we're going to do first is I'm going to make the graham cracker crust so I can pop it into the freezer. I want to show y'all something that I'm excited about. Now, some of you are not going to be excited about this and say, you know, you can make this yourself, and I have many, many times, but I'm excited because this is a quick and easy dessert. So let me get something out of my refrigerator. I have been, y'all know that I shop every week at Publix. I've been asking for 3 years for them to get the Philadelphia cheesecake no bake. This is my first time ever using this, but that's what I'm going to do today, because today is about quick and easy, and I'll be truthful with you. If I had a graham cracker pie crust in my pantry, I'd be using it too. I'd be taking that shortcut, but I don't. So what I've done is I have taken some of my honey graham crackers. I have put them in my little blender. I needed 1.5 cups. Well, I was short because I only had 3/4 of a package. So to improvise there, sometimes you gotta use what you've got. To make up the difference, I'm using some vanilla wafers. I put those in my little grinder, and I just ground them up and made me some crumbs. And that's what I'm going to be making my graham cracker crust out of. So, and let me show y'all. I found this. I don't use it very often because I don't really find a need. If you hear a noise, maybe my ice maker dropping some ice. I found this. I was out yard selling one day with my sister-in-law, and we found this at a yard sale. Now, you Google it and you figure it out, but it's called the sharper image. Y'all, I found this at a yard sale for $8. It's got 2 different attachments, but it's a little, kind of puts me in the mind of the bullet. Just plug it up. This comes apart. I had some crumbs in there. You fill this up. I filled this up with my graham crackers. It's got the little blade on it. Put it on there tight and secure. It goes down. It's not plugged up right, you know, but you just press down on it, twist, zzz, like that. I had graham cracker crumbs. So I was like, I don't have any, I've got graham crackers. I remembered my little, that's what it looks like. And so I was happy to be able to use that today. It gave me my graham cracker crumbs really quick. Now, if I hadn't have had that, I would put them in a Ziploc baggie and beat them with my dough roller or something, but boy, was that nice. I just happened to remember that I had it in there in my pantry. Okay, and also to this, just for a little extra, because y'all know I like to be a little extra. Now, clean hands. If you see some bigger crumbs in there that did not get blended up, just go ahead and press them. Press them with your fingers. Just make sure that there's no big lumps in there. But I'm also to this going to add about a tablespoon. Now y'all, I'm just using the Trivia, the brown sugar. This is with a hint of molasses, and it's made with this monk fruit and the stevia leaf. It's plant-based. I am just putting about a tablespoon of brown sugar into my crust, just to amp up that flavor a little bit. Want to make sure that we've got it all. Like I said, that's 1.5 cups of crumbs, okay? And I had almost enough, was short, so I used my vanilla wafers to make up the difference. Okay, and then to that, I'm going to be doing 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Okay, going to give all that a mix, because what you want it to form is like a, kind of like a grainy, like sands like crumble. Just going to incorporate all of that butter into the mix, into the crumbs. Just going to have like a wet sand. Now to this, I'm going to be putting this in my spring form pan, okay? And then once I get that put in here, I'm going to press it into there, making the crust, and then I will be popping that into the freezer. And it takes you just a little bit of time. I'll do a little bit of it with you, but it takes you just a little bit of time to, you know, form it into the, let me show y'all. Just kind of press it together like that. And then I'll get it all spread around my pan. And then I'm going to take something that's got a flat surface, and you just want to press it up the side a little bit. And guys, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep pressing until I have my crust formed like I want it to, and then I'll come back, okay? Okay, I have got my crust formed and smoothed into the pan, coming up on the sides just a little bit. Now, if you were doing like a deeper dish pie, you could double that crust and come all the way up on the sides if that's what you chose to do. But like I said, today is just a quick, simple, quick and easy dessert. If you needed a dessert to take somewhere really, really quick, you didn't have time to spend hours in the kitchen, this is just a quick, no-bake cheesecake that you can throw together, okay? And if y'all see me pressing this, it's a new year for me, and I'm trying new things, okay? So y'all know I've always had to reach across and pause in between my segments, but I've got a little remote control that I'm using now. So y'all work with me, because I'm just learning new things, trying to make it easier, trying to put out better quality videos for you. So if you see me pressing it, it's my new little friend. It's my little remote control, okay? So I'm gonna put this in the freezer, and then we'll move on to the next step, okay? All right, y'all, I'm back. The crust needed to sit in the freezer for about 15 minutes. So it's been 15 minutes. Now, we're gonna use our Philadelphia cheesecake no bake. This is the original. It says no artificial flavors, preservatives, and no dyes. So we're going to use this as a quick and easy no bake pie. Like I said, this is my first time using it, because I've been asking my Publix for the past couple of years. I went at the customer service. I asked the guy that worked in the dairy department. I kept asking him about it, and I'm like, why do y'all carry every single Philadelphia flavor, but you don't carry the no-bake cheesecake? He said you can go up front and put in a request at customer service, and I did. And I was in there this week, and I just happened to be looking, and there it was. So this is my first time using this, so we'll see. You'll know whether I like it or don't if you see this video, okay? Make sure I don't have anything blocking your view. So we're just going to take and we're going to smooth. And if y'all hear the lawnmower, that's just my husband out there cutting grass. I don't know if it picks up the noise for you to hear it when he comes close to my porch or not. And then we'll get all this in there, and then we will pop it back in the refrigerator and let it form and sit back up, firm back up, and then we will, hey, we'll top it, we'll slice us a piece and we'll top it with some cherry pie filling. That's what we're going to do, a cherry no-bake cheesecake. So guys, y'all just let me finish smoothing this around, and I will come back when it's ready, and we'll slice this up a piece and taste it together, okay? All right, I'll be back. Okay guys, moment of truth. We're gonna see how my crust held up, how this cheesecake filling holds up once we release it. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Let's slice this up a piece. Now, let me say this. I'm making this for my husband. This is not, there's a lot of carbs in this pie. And so this is not something that I would generally eat a lot of. In moderation, occasionally, baking a pie, having a slice, yes, perfectly fine. But I'm going to do me a little small slice of this, and then we're going to see what it tastes like, and maybe in another video, instead of buying the cheesecake, like I said, that's just in a quick fix if you wanted something quick and easy. But I know that you can take cream cheese and you can use some substitute powdered sugar and some vanilla flavoring. You can make this a lot lower carb, but that's not what it's designed for. The cheesecake no bake, it's not designed to be healthy, okay? But it'll be fine. My husband don't have a problem with his blood sugar or cutting carbs or anything like that, so he'll definitely be fine with it. So let's cut this pie. Hey, and I'm going to just cut me a small little slice, and so I can give it a try. Now, I probably have been very impatient, and it really probably needs to set up a little bit longer, but you know, I wanted to be able to taste it and see how it turned out. So probably didn't need, my spatula is probably bigger than my, okay. Yeah, when that sits up just a little bit longer, let me get that graham cracker crumb, because we don't want to lose any of that for sure. Yeah, I think when that sits up a little bit longer, guys, that's going to be perfect. I mean, you're talking about a quick and easy. Let's put a little, let me get my spoon that I just used to get that cheesecake out with. Do a little dollop of cherries on there. Yeah, this would be a perfect dessert to take somewhere. Or, you know, if you're having company over and you want to throw together a dessert, this would be perfect. Quick and easy. So yeah, let's give this a try. And like I said, I need to let that cream cheese set up and firm just a little bit more, but I was impatient. Mercy. It reminds me of Cooking with Babe. If y'all follow her, she's the sweetest, cutest little thing there ever was. She closes out every video. Lord have mercy, that's good. Well, that's what that makes me want to say. Shout out to you, babe. Lord have mercy, this is good. Yeah, y'all, this is really good. That cheesecake, no bake, in a fix and you want to make something quick and easy that you can put together in no time. Like I said, it wouldn't have even taken me no time had I had the crust, a pre-bought graham cracker crust. But I said, I want to make it. I want to try that Philadelphia cream cheese no-bake cheesecake. And I've got some graham crackers. So we're going to put this together. Look at that. That's really good, guys. And you just to think, you could put strawberry pie filling. You could use whatever you wanted to pair on top of your cheesecake. Peaches. I think peaches would be delicious. Blueberries. Yep. That's a winner. I will be making that again for sure. Especially when I'm having company and I want a dessert. I think I could sprinkle graham crackers on the top. I could even, truthfully, I could add some lemon juice and some lemon zest to that and put a couple of lemon wedges on the top. That would be good too. Or key lime, whichever. Yep. Delicious. If you've never tried it, try it. If you have, drop me a comment. Let me know that you've tried the Philadelphia cream cheese no-bake. And even if you want to come at me and say, you don't need to be using that, come at me. It's okay. I got some thick skin. I can take it. But like I said, for a quick and easy dessert, I'm going to give this a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, and I'm going to make this again. All right, I'm going to close. I'm just rambling now. So let me just say thank you to all of my new followers. Welcome to my page. I appreciate you so much being here. And if I can encourage you before I close out this video, be the hands and feet of Jesus. Be his mouthpiece. Show his loving kindness to somebody today. You won't have to look very far at all to find somebody who stands in need of kindness. Let Jesus use you, okay? All right. I'll see y'all back again soon. We'll do another recipe together. Love you guys. Bye-bye. I almost leaned forward and pushed the button. I forgot. I got my little handy dandy. Bye, guys.